I'm just now. Let's see what happened here. Okay, I'm just now recording. I did this whole thing, but I am just now starting to record. Okay. uh, so I opened up Facebook on my phone, which I don't normally do, and there was a video about a study that was done in some university. I'll look at it later, hopefully, if I can find it again. And it was about how affirmations often backfire on people. And then one of the things they discovered is that you really have to already believe in that affirmative statement for it to come true. And so that brought up some thoughts for me that I really wanted to share with you about affirmations and how to do them effectively. I have manifested a lot of things in my life through affirmations, positive thinking, prayer work, and so on. Since the age of 11, I started working with all those things. But number one, key is you have to be careful with your wording. That's so important. Your wording must always be positive and forward towards the goal, rather than don't use double negatives. That's a true statement. When you're writing an affirmation, don't use double negatives. However, that is not a good statement to use in affirmation. It is exactly the wrong kind of statement to make in an affirmation. So how would you change it? You would change it by saying, always use positive words in a forward direction towards your goal. Same thing, but worded completely differently. Different feeling. You want to stay away from negative words. You want to stay away from words that push against, or thoughts or feelings that push against, or what you don't want. You don't want to affirm those things. You don't want to end a sentence on a negative word. And so your wording has to be important for you. That's key. One of the second things is the thing that this little video that I did not watch brought up for me is how important emotion is in the manifestation of your goals and your affirmations. You want to feel it. You want to know that it's true. And that comes back to faith, belief, faith. I already believed in the power of positive thinking. I believed it was true. I felt that unless this was something that went against God's will, that, if it was something that I wanted, that there must be a reason for it. And I also just gave the opportunity for things to not work out if it wasn't the will of God. So I usually ended a lot of my affirmations with a statement regarding that. However, back to the emotions. So important. You want to feel it. It's already happened. It's here now. And this is what I'm going to do because that is true. This is how it feels because that is true. Whether it's a home and how you want to feel in your home and how it's cozy and comfortable, or, it's got lots of light, all that stuff, the things that feel good about that thing being true. If it's a boyfriend, how does it feel to be with this man in your life? If it is money, oh my God, when I have this money, or as I have this money and I'm going to buy a car, or I'm going to buy this, or I'm going to save it for college, or whatever it is, you've got to visualize it. You've got to be clear as you can be about your goal, and as clear as you can be in your wording and statement of this, and also experience the feeling of it as already true. So important. This was something I already did. It wasn't until I was reading books and that I went, oh yeah, I guess that's probably why so many of my affirmations came true, was because I got into the feeling state of it. That was what I did. I believed it. I knew it was going to be true, and it was going to be this or something better, and this is how it felt. It was so exciting. And it's wonderful. Well, that's the key. Those are the main elements I wanted to cover today as regarding affirmations, positive thinking, and just having faith in the process, because it does work. I've manifested many things, mostly homes, as it turns out. I was thought about publishing a book of my affirmations many years ago, and I was looking through my journals, and I realized that the majority of them were about finding homes, because I was such a gypsy. I was always moving, you know. But I tell you what, I found some great places. So I encourage you to work with your affirmations. You know, the other thing is that you can write them every day. I like writing them down. I think that that's a key. Also, as many of your senses as you can involve in your affirmation, the better. If you see it, you write it. So there's a some somatic experience with it as well. You see it. If you say it out loud, you hear it. You know, the more of your senses you can involve in this process, the better. I have at times written something down, all down the front page and the back page of a, notebook paper. Or you can write it down once and kind of put it away and forget about it. You know, sometimes that's the best thing to do, is you just write it down, put it away. Don't think about it. And I actually manifested a certain amount of money that way. It was my boyfriend who reminded me, and I had to go look for that piece of paper, and sure enough, it was the exact same amount. So there's lots of different ways you can work with it, and it depends on yourself and how it works best for you. But there were times when I would write the same affirmation over a different day, and I would start from the beginning. I wouldn't read the other one first necessarily. Sometimes I would, but I would rewrite it. How do I picture it today? What does it feel like today? And so you can change it as you go and mold it and shape it. It doesn't have to be the same every time, and so work with it however that feels best for you. And I guess those are the main things I really wanted to cover. So thank you. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.